Jack McKeag here. All right, let's do the Trust Crash Course again at noon on Mondays. Big news this week, people, huh? You get the trust, you sign this trust, right? You're out of the jurisdiction of the In God We Trust. You cannot be, no services can be forced upon you. So it has to try to put something in your arm, you say no. And they're frozen in place. Does this trust benefit? That's a side benefit. That's not even get out of taxes, get out of income tax, get out of real estate tax, get out of, there's so many things that this trust does, right? That's not even this. Right. That's extra. Tiffany, all right. We're live. Any questions? Go ahead. We're just doing a trust crash course today, okay? So, all right. People showed up, Sarah. Okay, good. Just any questions is fine. Go live. Now listen. We're going to a new website platform. We're working on it today, so there's going to be some downtime. It's planned, okay? We're coming up to a new platform, and if should have got the discount. You know what I mean? When it was discounted where it was. Good for you if you did. Yeah. I've been saying this for a number of years, and I've been explaining, what people are up to. And listen, people having real problems because I don't have any free, extra stuff I'm doing on some other website or channel or none of that stuff. It's too complex to do that. You can get me here. And people that have been doing my work for years and years and years, you're emailing or you're thinking you can get me on the phone now. You can't. Get my time on the website. That's where you can get me. I'm not valuable enough for that. My team isn't valuable enough for that. I know people who got really far. Yeah, good. Sarah, excellent. Great. Fantastic, Sarah. So you're great. We're moving to a new platform, and one of the things we're going to do is we're going to redo the mentor program from scratch, so you can get in that. It's not up, it's not available yet, but it's the way it's going to happen. All right. Letter from Experian with the wrong SSI, note at the bottom. How do I proceed to get the account removed? They have a process. You Google it. Experian has a process for getting things changed on their credit report. You Google it. You Google Experian and how to do it. I've done it. You send them information. That's all. PDFs, photos, blah de blah. I did not find them super receptive myself. They're like, no. And look, my issue was. When I tried for like a couple of years to get around the having to register at Secretary of State and still get credit, and I got one or two bottom tier things, net 30 accounts, but I couldn't go past that. And so I was like, crap, I have to register this at the Secretary of State. So I did. I figured out that was my issue, and then I did it. And so, but if you look at the age of the trust, my trust, this one I'm registering, right? I registered. Then it says from when I registered. That's the inception date. And I wrote that was what I was having an issue with crypto damage. And I wrote them. I'm like, no, here's the documents with the notarized signature and all that. So that your date's wrong on, what date started. It has like date started on Experian. That's like, no, I'm telling here's the documents. It wasn't started on that date. They kept the same date. They didn't care. They just didn't care. So I didn't find them receptive myself. So, but you may. It doesn't matter. Mine's been around for the date isn't that important. It is for certain credit accounts, but you work on it. Google it. Send them the stuff. Hope you have more success than I did, but that's how you do it. Does this trust create a citizen non-residence once completed? No. A citizen is a subcorporation of the In God We Trust. This is a separate trust. It's outside the jurisdiction of the In God We Trust. I have my property with your trust program. Yay, great. That's all you do? And that's it? No. You're citizen. Listen, everyone has multiple businesses that has a trust. First, you're given, right? One corporation, everyone's, birth, I can't remember, is given a corporation, right? And it has your all capital letter name and 9-digit numbers. Corporation called a person, corporate soul, straw man, whatever, right? It's a business type. Okay. So that's going to exist. That's a sub-corporation of the In God We Trust. The In God We Trust rules the entire crystal sphere we're inside. Okay. And so, except for those that sign this trust, right? Oh, you could sign your soul away to the devil. Oh yeah, everybody has already done it via their parents. So this is the only method, to cancel that contract and get out from their jurisdiction. So it's two corporations. You follow me? Now you're running this separate corporation called a trust, right? Oh, okay. You have a person, you have a trust. So you were never that person, hey, give me your ID. No, it's your ID. You created this piece of plastic. Can't you tell the difference between me and a piece of plastic? But not many people can. They think they're a piece of plastic. So, I can't really help them very much since they think they're a piece of plastic. But if you know you're not, then you're running two organizations. And so then we get into, we didn't create this system, we didn't create this game. And so now it's time to do what I get accused of, is game the system, right? Use their rules and laws in your favor. That's all we can do, right? And that's easy. They just break all the laws. That's all they do, right? Some laws they can't break. And to do with this trust, they can't break those laws. They don't have the power to. Meaning, ultimately, they're powerless if you're not in their jurisdiction, okay? So, all right, good questions. Let's just jump into this little slideshow here, okay? Trust crash course, all right? What are we talking about? We're talking about, tax-free trust. You simply have another type of business, you have another business, bank account and whatever. You have an individual business. Oh, hey, I got a couple businesses, whatever. Anyone can replace anything they're doing financially with this trust. Anyone can replace anything they're doing financially with this trust. Any business, any personal, any. And you simply don't use that person anymore. You see, you don't give it a bank account. You don't give it assets, expenses, income, that kind of thing. Okay? You just have a great credit score, great credit cards for your person. That's all you do with it. Go get your EBT card. That's $234 a month. And so, great. 41% ROI on the trust the first year just on an EBT. That's not even the taxes. Right? Tax-free trust. Okay? Here we go. Howard. So by creating this trust, you are operating outside the In God We Trust Corporation. That was like the shortest sentence to explain it perfectly. Howard, maybe I should have you talking. Yes. Like, short and to the point. I love how you stated that. Hey, Vance. Howard. Yeah, you nailed it. I couldn't have said it better myself. Wow. Dang. Wait, you put me out of business here, man. Okay, tax-free trust, right? Never pay taxes is like, what, Jack? What? Right? What? What? Yeah, no, never pay taxes. That's what the IRS code says right here, okay? What are you trying to do? I want to be a 501c3, right? You want to be non-profit, tax-free organization. Yeah. But you don't want to have to apply to do it, right? So this is special rules with respect to Section 501c3. Hey, really? What does it say under that? Do organizations have to notify the secretary that they are applying for recognition of Section 501c3? Hey, status. Hey, if you're writing, if you want to be 501c3, you have to let the secretary of the IRS know. Except, wait, What's that down below? Oh, exceptions. Oh, mandatory exceptions. Churches, their integrated auxiliaries and conventions, or association of churches. There you go. And so, convention is agreement between two parties. If you look it up in Black's Law. And listen, oh man, I had a great question last week, and I had a great answer. Now I have two great answers for this one. Listen, I love this. Someone said that, grantor trust, meaning if you sign as a grantor trustee, they're illegal. That's not true. That's not true, period. Here's a new reason. I gave one reason last week. Here's another reason. Here's a new reason. If you go look up in Black's Law the word person, right? There are many types of persons. There are many persons. There's a natural person. There's an artificial person. There's a corporate person. It just goes on and on and on. It's like, I honestly, I don't have Black's Law in front of me. I should have pulled it. Oh, wait, I do have it. This computer's sitting on it. That's why I can't open it. But point is, there are many types of persons already. So one person can be the natural person. One person can be the corporate person. You got two persons. There you go. You see what I'm saying? But it says two parties. And so one of the parties is trustee, one of the parties is grantor. That's two different ways that everything's fine. Oh, great. Oh, fantastic. Oh, man. This is great news. That was a great text I just got. I wonder if that maybe it's on a video. I don't know. Maybe it'll be on a video. Anyway, our website just got a new platform, so you're going to like it. You should go check it out. We simplified things and made it better, smoother operation, run faster, back end stuff. We made it so this thing like smokes along. So, and it's, each time we redo our website, it's a major upgrade. I thought we had the best looking school going on the internet, but now we upgrade it again, really. And so it's going to do the same stuff and all that. It's just going to work faster and be easier for you. If you do experience any glitches, contact at liberty8academy.org. You just email us, say, we get you sorted, okay? Howard's got another question. Sweet. What do we got here? When it comes to the current strong arm vaccine, I'm assuming the creation of the trust and existing within it is the proof necessary to decline force anything. Yes. Again, Howard nails it. And so there are two types of services we're talking about here. One is like, hey, we got this place, and you got to be, you got to be, have a demon injection in your arm before you can get in here. It's like, well, I don't have a demon injection, you know what I mean? So I'm not a demon. It's like, well, you can't come in here unless you're a demon. It's like, okay, well, that's a service you may not get to. You follow me? It's their place. You're trying to get in. But here's the other type of service, right? And this is what you're talking about, Howard, right here. So this is why I'm making the distinction for people. And that is, you're going to apply your service to me, and I don't want it, right? Now, so main thing is, as adults, right? You sign the trust, so they're powerless at that point. Okay, so just be polite. Honestly, just be polite. It's nothing. They are nothing. They have no power. And I've been through it so many times. However you do it, it don't matter. It really don't matter. The answer is no. Whatever they want to do, like, oh, hey, we're going to provide you this service that everybody has to have now. It's just everybody, so we're going to give it to you. Like, no. And so if they still want to give the service, so you're still like, no, you could be even more polite. Hey, I signed with Christ. I'm no longer under the God we trust, or some polite way to say it, right? No. But you can stick with no. And so even if they try to get forward and touch your body, my experience time and time again, and others who I've had around me, and witnessed myself, is they literally are frozen in place. They're like, until they go backwards, you know what I mean? They're trying to get to you, they're like, because they're like an organic robot. They're not human. They have a human-looking body and stuff like that, but that's just cover. They're not human. obviously. We can tell that from their actions, right? Oh, everybody has to have this thing in their arm because God's an idiot. So we have to put this thing in your arm that we didn't even test because God is stupid. I can't figure out anything. It's like, wait, maybe you're the stupid one. Yeah, no, that's not maybe. You always are. So it's always you. So when they're trying to provide services, the thing is no. Now let's talk about, under 18, because you can't sign as trustee unless if you're under 18, then you have to take a beneficiary position, which those benefits apply to like children. So children can be told whatever, manipulated and all that stuff. So they don't have to say no. They don't have to say anything. They can say yes. They can say, give me a shot. They can say anything they want. But they're the beneficiaries. They don't have decision-making power. So the answer is no. And that needle will not get to their arm. Do you follow me? They'll be frozen in place because they're not under the jurisdiction. And the we is just, the least powerful God to be worshiping. So they lose. Okay. Good question. How are you on it though? Yeah. So that's how it works. Okay. It's simple, actually. It's super simple. It's self-actuating. It's polite to say no, whatever. If they try to shoot you from a tree or whatever, like they try with me, or the helicopters and all that stuff, right? Here I am talking. How many times they try to kill me? Uncountable, right? Just so many times, right in my face and all that stuff. They're not allowed to draw their guns. They can't touch me. They can't chain me. They tried all those things. They tried it in their courtroom. Listen. Remember when I did that 15 court case, on Facebook, battle to the death, Christ versus the devil, come down to Sarasota County. I've pre-did it and all that stuff. Remember where I went down there? And they were going to cage me and they, go to chain me and all that stuff, and they're frozen in place. And their doors are frozen in place. Mind you, this is inside their complex, in their building, a cleared courtroom. Every door was open and I walk out of there and they're frozen in place. So they are 100% powerless. And I mean 100%. 100% powerless. And just because I'm one of the, only humans to test this is true, everyone else is going to be forced to test this as true, aren't they? So who's doing this? The God that loves you is forcing you to see and make it apparent by experience that God loves you. Call it, say the name, win the game. I'm not with we, so goodbye. Anyway. Okay, Bates. Okay, got a substitute for W9. Great. Boom. Hey, perfect. That's it. What? That's it. Yeah, that's it. It's simple, right? It's one, but you're like, this piece of paper is too simple. No, it's so simple, right? Yeah, you're interacting with an organization. You want to have some financial relationship with them, some work or what have you, right? And it makes sense to continue doing that. And you have in a W-9 situation, you go down and give them a new W-9 with the trust information in it. Then it's no more reporting, no more taxes. Exactly, Vance. Yes. All right, Brad. Howard, yeah, thank you for all you do. Hey, no problem. I spent a lot of years trying to figure this all out, and your program was the most understandable. Yeah. No, I am a true friend of humanity. But I really, I serve the 7,000 mainly, humans, right? There are two species of humans, humanity, right, with it inside them, it, we, me, 33, the devil, right? And then there's the humans who are playing the game. So, but it's true, I am here for the 33 as well. I am here for the humanity. And I tell them all the time, you're powerless, stop what you're doing. You're supposed to make the world fair. I call them unfairies now. Yeah. They're not human, fairies, whatever you want to call them. Mandate. They scream mandate, right? I know they screaming mandate in Florida. Now, why do you think that is? I told you what was going to happen. I told you what was going to happen. I told you to be different here. I told you be in Florida. Did anyone move? A couple did. And then they got too scared of me. All the helicopters and everything. Yeah, they got no mandate. I'm the one with the mandate. You sign this trust, you're the one with the mandate. They're nobody. I'm a man. They're not men. They're creatures. They look like humans, but they're humanity. I was claiming exempt for a while and finally got tagged with the IRS lock-in letter. No employee won't accept an updated. I don't even know what that means, Brad. Sorry to hear that. Mandate taters. Right? Yeah, right. Demons in the backs. That's all. Stars and stripes. Oh yeah. Right? You should look into liquid crystal polarization, right? When they go all black or white on the TV, you can see there what they truly are. The shapeshifters, right? The 330 million. Not human. Not human. So they come through from the stars, and they are here in stripes, through the ether. Stars and stripes. I'm the only one that's ever decoded that. You're the first people to ever hear that. I know everything. Okay, and it's taking deductions. One single, even though I'm married. Okay, sorry. Scroll up for the first part. Oh, yeah. Now, well, listen. You just give them. You give them a W-9. Give them a W-9. You see what I'm saying? If you're working on a W-9, you simply hand it and say, "Here's a new W-9." If they say they can't accept it, that's illegal. That's something that you give them. That's a decision you make. They don't have any decision making power on what that form says. They have no decision making power. But if they're going to say they do, then you can't. They're blocking your rights. Does it make sense to go to court, or does it make sense to go work somewhere else? I don't know what a that is. Heal through faith. What it means is they're taking out deductions and there's no recourse. I would give them a new W-9. No, you're cool, man. If they won't do it, well, that's illegal, and so you can decide what you're going to do about that, right? But you don't want to work with people that break the law. That just means this is, oh, we work for the devil. We see that you don't work for the devil, and we're going to give you a hard time. Do you want to work somewhere like that? This is going to be the haves and the have-nots, right? This is going to be the demon-infected, 33 versus the humans. That's all we're doing, the haves and the have-not. Right, I have my orders. I'm just following my orders. Right, the hive. I'm incapable of making my own decisions. I can't do that. So I'm just a member of the hive. Well, good for you. All right, Brad. Yeah, listen. It's their job to make it harder and harder and harder for us until you all do stuff like I done. And then the reset's going to happen, if you're in the game or you're not. So, okay, that's the never pay taxes part. Good questions. If anybody else got any more, here we go. We're going to go through, all right? So never pay taxes. You're exempt. Yay! And look at this. Never report taxes. Now, it's the same thing. Hey, organizations required to file, except as provided, right? This is the same type of thing, right? You have to do your returns, right? Everybody can't get out of death or taxes, right? Except, here we go again, mandatory exceptions. Whoops. And it's word for word exactly the same exact wording, which means never report, never pay taxes forever with this trust. Okay, they didn't like that I found this. Now you found it too. Completely legal, easy to do, protects your assets. What's assets? Money, right? Your crypto. Whatever kind of money, right? In a bank account, whatever. Whoops. Where's my crypto? Right? Where's my Bitcoin? That's a 3/11, 33. We be 33, the devil, You're like, no, but an algorithm. I'm like, no, but you read that an algorithm. It's not, it's the same old, they're just, let's keep 99.9% of it for us, and let's give the slaves like 2 Bitcoins. Okay. Now fight about it. Look at them fight, right? Hunger Games, ha 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 ha. Aren't they clever? Okay, then your car, right? Anything with a title could go in a trust, right? A vehicle, truck, boat, mobile home, anything with a title, right? You get a DMV. You just bring it like you started your trust, bring your documents down to DMV. Hey, putting the title of my car into the trust, and then your registration stays in the name of your person, right? Which takes all your risk now. Yay, you're straw man, right? Man of straw. Give it every risk. Yay, it has nothing. And then your home, right? Any real estate, really. You follow me? Any real estate that could go in the name of the trust, and then you apply at your county level for having no more property taxes. Great, right? And what else could go in the name of a trust? A business. Any type of business, any kind of business can be run under the trust. Tell you how to, right? Like, you get the trust from us. Every detail of how to do that. It's so easy. All you do is open up the trust bank account, and then you get whatever payment gateway you're using now. Say you use PayPal, Stripe, blah, whatever. You have multiple ones, like everybody now, right? That's fine. No problem. You just get them in the name of the trust. That's it. It's a back-end thing. Your clients don't know anything happened. Only thing is, wait, you're running a business and you're not paying any taxes. You're not reporting on any taxes. That's the only thing that changed with your business. You see your clients, there's nothing happened out there. Everything's exactly the same. So, Mr. Resource. Oh, all right. Maybe get some good questions now. What's up? Mr. Resource usually got something to say. We made this really easy. This is a course, right? This is not like you need us forever, like doctors. Come in here. I have a prescription for you. What does that mean? Something you need to come back and get again and again and again, and it will make you healthy. Isn't that great? Oh, thank you, doctor. No, we don't do that down here. We don't do that. We do courses. We're going to give you the information so that you have the information for the rest of your life, and you don't need us, right? You have the documents. You do it. You like, oh, wow, I just watched the video and I print out the documents. I get my EIN. Make a bank appointment like the next day, because it only takes a day to really figure this out. We have this course for you. Just do it. Go to the bank the next day. If you have a business, it's like, well, okay, change the payment gateway that day. And now you're never paying taxes, never reporting taxes again forever. With all your businesses, that's it. And that's the end. Because what? You're like, well, this is too easy. Well, no way. You have to look at your evil controller, species, right? Whatever you want to call them. What are they? Right? They censor everything. Hey, buy more, cigarettes or beer or, detergent or Amazon or whatever. That's all you see. And hey, we got a death clock up now. Like you think that's a humans would put a death clock on TV. No one's seen a single body, by the way, in any country, right? No one's seen a single body or anything, but you got a death clock up. And you think that's something humans would do. Just, no! Okay. So you're like, okay, Jack, you showed me this code and stuff like that, but are you, this right? Everybody's like, now you trying to tell me I don't do anything with the IRS forever and I'm never pay taxes? I'm like, yeah, you just get the EIN, you follow our directions, and they're really simple, and then you're automatically a nonprofit forever. You don't apply, none of that. They can never say, you're not a nonprofit anymore. Nope. Forever, you're never going to pay taxes, you're never going to report. Forever. You follow me? You're like, well, I didn't even get the information. All I got was the EIN. And so So that's what this slide is about, that question in your head, okay? And even if that question wasn't there and you get it later, we're just dealing with it now because it's so easy to deal with, all right? Automatic status, okay? Automatically. Mandatory. Mandatory exception. Okay, mandatory. Okay, this is FAQ for faith-based organizations from the SBA, which is the government, right? This is the government bankers lending money to businesses, right? Just handing it out, right? To PPP 666, PPP 666. Oh, wait a minute. It's PPP. Wait, I just applied a mirror to it. It says 666. Oh, well, I thought, wait, we're so clever. We didn't think you'd notice. I mean, right? Okay. So if you want that 666 money, EIDL, sure, we'll take your money because it's like forgivable. What? Yeah, thanks. We'll take your money you're handing out. Okay. Okay, so wait a minute. Frequently asked questions regarding participation of faith-based organizations in the PPP and EIDL program. How will churches qualify if they've not been afforded tax-exempt status? And then they say, do organizations, didn't say churches, do organizations have to request and receive tax-exempt status or just meet the requirements of 501c3? Wait a minute. They don't have to request or receive tax-exempt status? Really? Right? Okay, then churches, right? We read the answer, churches and all this other nonsense. And then it's word for word. Integrated auxiliaries and convention. Word for word from the code I just read. Word for word. Right? They qualify for PPP. Okay, the second sentence. Such organizations are not required to apply to the IRS to receive tax-exempt status. See, 501c1a. That's it. Mandatory exception. Mandatory. Never pay taxes, never report taxes for the rest of your life. That's it. Okay? It's very simple. So basically all service rendered by trustees or the trust. That's a phrase. Donations go to the trust in order to receive funds. Yes. A grant. No, it's not offering or whatever. You can call it a donation. Yeah, that's a common word, but it's really a grant, right? Because there are three positions to hold in the trust, right? There's grantor, trustee, beneficiary, right? Trustee watches over everything, beneficiary receives the benefit, and the grantor what? Puts things in the trust, right? They grant them in. They're grants. Grants are tax-free. That's it, okay? That's the actual terminology. So, Healed by Faith, you're kind of like using like general people words, which are sort of accurate, but I'm giving you the, real specific exact wording, because that's the words I use, right? It's spelling spells. Okay. So how are we different here at Liberty Gate Academy? Okay, first of all, we're the only school that exists with testimonials with the notarized affidavit. No other school at any level, no other school at the university level, college level, doctorate level, any level. We're the only school that exists with testimonials and notarized affidavits. No lawyer has them. No lawyer, no accountant. We're the only ones with proof of outcome. Only this school in the whole existence of the world. They're the only one. So you're actually risking everything that you have when you're working with someone without proof. You follow me? That's a mistake on your end. We're the only ones with proof. Go watch our testimonials. We're the only ones. Okay, and any other information on not paying taxes and stuff like that, right? There's no support. It's like I clicked this thing on the internet and I got nothing, right? Of course my work gets plagiarized out there, right? The evil non-human humanity, right? They're out there, oh, let me copy stuff and make it look like his, but it won't work for people. So it's fake, right? Well, theirs is fake. That's why I got the copyrights. Theirs is fake. Mine isn't. That's the difference. Okay. Average guy. My son knows this guy who bought a new Corvette with a PPP and got in big trouble. What a great story. Not true. That's not true. Okay. Yeah. We can't tell stories on here like that, Big trouble. Come on. That's so hilarious. I hear that story all the time, like, oh yeah, who? And then, you know what I mean? How much money did they get? Why? That's what I'm saying. I'm so happy you brought that up, really. I have to do this every single week, right? Every single week, because someone is always telling stories on here. Always. And the stories are always what? Fear, worry, fear, worry, fear, worry, fear, worry, fear, worry, fear, worry. Like, with stories, right? No proof. That's it. Just like the V is silent. C-O, lowercase l-D. You have a cold, okay? You know, you don't have to tell me you have a cold. I don't care. You know what I mean? Hope you get better. Let me know in a couple days. Colds didn't used to be a big thing when I was alive. But now they are. So, that's why I say this school, Liberty Aid Academy, has testimonials with notarized affidavits. Telling stories are for little children, right? Stories are not for adults. Stories are not for adults, right? We require proof. And we're the only people that have proof. So we don't have stories. We don't have any stories about anyone in big trouble. We don't have any stories about trust going to court. We don't have any of those stories because all those stories are fake and made up. So no average stories, please. Okay. Customers should write on their check. Grant? No. No. They don't have to write anything on their check. What are you talking about? This is invisible to your clients. They just pay. That's it. It goes into the bank account as tax-free. Just as long as the money goes in there and you're not using another bank account. That's it. There's no anything they have to do or anything like that. If they want a letter or something like that that's like, hey, your thing is tax-free and so on, write them up a little letter. Get a form off the internet. Here you go. We're a 501c3 organization and here's your thing. Blah, blah, blah. Right? Give them something. No problem. No problem. Vance, hey Jack, is it okay if I share how I stopped my employer from taking out my federal taxes a couple of weeks ago? Hey, yeah, sure, Vance. Yes, solutions and outcomes. That's what we're here to talk about, right? Hey, I solved this problem. This is the opposite. This is what non-humans do, humanity, right? Be afraid because blah. Be afraid because you know what else? Blah. And you know what else? Be afraid because blah, blah. And plus, now I have a new name plus a number. /19. Doesn't that weird you out? Shouldn't you do what I say? This big news. Yeah. No, that's always them. They have problems. We're just looking for solutions. You follow me that actually work. So that would be good, Vance. Thank you. What's the PPP? It's a loan type, right? Payment protection player, whatever, right? PPP 666, right? It's their form of, signs and symbols. Semiotics, look it up. Semiotics, the study of signs and symbols. They have a second language. They're not humans, so they don't, they speak like clicky, like insect, signs and symbols, They read minds and stuff. They're like insects, like ants don't talk, but they'll do this stuff. Same with other insects like wasps and bees. Yeah, they don't have to talk. They're not human. That's what it's about. Once I have the trust and the EIM, which credit card do you recommend to apply for? Each situation is different. You should, study the business finances course that come with your trust, and you should get that one first. You follow me? Okay? But this is what you're always going for, I think. I think this way, okay, sir? Your best credit coming from Chase and Amex, really. That's who's got the most credit out there as far as credit cards. So you ultimately, and Chase has the best products, so you're trying to get that Chase preferred, Ink preferred card with Chase, right? And then the Ink Unlimited. Those are the two best cards to have. The best perks and so on. So you're building towards them. You need the personal credit score. You need to set up the business credit profile correctly, like in our course and so on, like that. Okay? So, but those are the ones you want. And on the person side, you want that Sapphire Reserve, right? Once you get Sapphire Reserve for your person and like the Ink Preferred for your business, every other credit card wants to give you a credit card. So that's why you want to get them, ultimately, because everyone else is like you're a shoo-in pretty much. Okay? False evidence appearing real. Average. Yes, exactly. You could get in trouble if you PPP with the Corvette. Don't you know that? You mean I can't have my boat truck? I love that. Squidbillies is my favorite TV show of all time. The guy wrote a boat truck. I can't get my boat truck. Anyway, okay, next slide. Yes, now this is a good one right here. Because we say, like, build money. How do I get money for my trust? Well, you build credit. You're like, yeah, but they already gave out the PPP. Yeah, but does government improve anything? Has the government ever been caught improving anything in anyone's life? No. They've never helped anyone, right? Never helped. In the long run, things are always getting worse, right? Better for them and worse for their slaves, right? We're just going to make it a little bit worse for the slaves every day, right? So, this is how you get their money. Worst case scenario, right? Oh, I messed up my credit, right? It's not your credit. It's your person's, right? Your business, called the person. Okay, well, worst case scenario, you could get messed up for 7 years, right? You could cyclically take as much money as possible, like I have done, and apps more than 100 grand every time, multiple 100,000 now you should easily do. Just, buy a bunch of, but they have better money. That's what I'm saying. Get out there and get your credit profile good and get some of this, like, oh, we're disastering the world. Hey, oh, great. Hey, the reset's soon, so we're going to have disaster money. Okay, great. Thank you. Right? This is how you set it up. So like Trump. Oh, I had these 7 businesses and these went bankrupt because what? I gave all the money in those businesses to my trust. Now I have plenty of money and plenty of real estate. But those businesses went out of business. So let's say there's a husband and wife, right? Oh, they each got a person, right? Let's say the wife is like, I don't know if I want to mess up my person's credit, right? Because I'm a lady. Okay, I get it. That's what I do with my lady too. But maybe I go authorized user on her or person's credit cards, right? Her Sapphire Reserve and stuff like that. If I mess up my credit profile, take it 100 grand or a couple 100 grand or whatever. Because worst case scenario, every 7 years, whoop, they wipe that credit report. So back in the game, baby. All you're trying to do is reduce that, right? So we don't have that information on our website anymore, how to get rid of debt because it was too successful. I did it for a decade. I don't know. A decade seems like a long time of beating the bankers. 50 court cases, more than any human alive. Anyway, but it's just take their money, right? If they're giving out money, take their money, right? We'll worry about paying it back later because what? They don't pay it back. They're just like, fill out the forgiveness form. Okay, great, right? Get their student loan money. Anybody could be a lawyer now. Anyone. You don't have no excuses no more. Anyone could be a doctor, lawyer, get any highest degrees. Why? You don't have to pay back student loans. Duh. You just get into get a trust, and then you get into income-driven repayment plan. Oh, I make no money. Your person, i.e., makes zero and will for the rest of your life. So you'll always qualify for not paying your student loans. So why wouldn't you have a higher degree where you make a difference in the world, right? And a ton of money from them. You see, you leech off of them like, oh, let me go take your banker money. Let me go do something in this world. Now's the time to go get that higher degree. They're giving it for free. Yeah, they're just talking a bunch of lies and stuff. Of course, everything they have to teach you in school is a lie. But you end up with a license at the end of it where you can step in the game with them. You see? Oh, what are you doctors doing back here, right? The V is silent. We're just getting paid billions of dollars to do nothing all day anymore. Oh, great. Good for you. Or the lawyers, right? Just stealing houses for the bankers. Would it be great to have one good lawyer or one good doctor? There aren't any. Well, you could be one. Anyone could be. How do you build unlimited wealth? That's how. God, it's so easy. Do I put income on Credit Karma when asked how much I made in the year? Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Keep it consistent, right? Because if you're not using your person no more, right? Hey, I don't use my person. Then, when you're filling out applications for personal credit cards, they don't have any more information. So everything you tell them on the applications now becomes the information that's true. Just keep it consistent. Like I know my person makes comically, right, $420,000 a year, 420, right, 4 plus 2 is 666, right? But it's also, 420, haha. $420,000 a year, works at Google, right? The story you tell them is the story from then on. And they don't have any other information. Yeah, you tell Credit Karma, you tell everybody the same story for your person. Yeah, my person is with you completely. We would like all your bank money. It's fun, right? Because it's not lying, right? You're filling in the blanks. Accounting, right? Filling in blanks information, right? Accounting information is, it's what? It's you're trying to put down some version of accuracy of the truth in financial information. But what? The past, the present, the future? Well, the present just passed when I was talking. So is it on the past? It's probably on the future, right? So what do you think you're going to be making this year? I could be making $420,000 for Google. Why? Why not? Why couldn't I do that? I'm intelligent. What? Google could call me today. Come on. The devil offered me $485 million to Chase Bank when I opened this account. That day, the devil walked in and sat next to me and offered me $485 million, right? On March 14, 2016 at 4:45 in the afternoon, Tucson, Arizona, at Chase Bank. Yeah, $485 million so that I wouldn't have this option available to save your soul. I said, oh, well, how much? You know what? It felt like a small number to me for what I was doing, to be honest with you. I was like, with an M? I was like, get out of here. I was like, only I serve Christ, otherwise I could take this earth from you. Get out of here, devil. I don't want your earth. I want your stupid earth. So, yeah, whatever. Just you want to come under the jurisdiction of this trust, and then you get into the money with them. And so everybody's like, well, where can I bank? Where can I bank? Anywhere where you bank now, right? Any bank. Bank where you want. I do online banking. Oh, great. Do online banking then. I have this bank I like. Can you use credit unions? Yeah, you can. If you live in a podunk little whatever and that's the only place around, sure. You think that credit unions are somehow less evil bankers? Okay, yeah, you can. Sure. They don't have many credit products, so I don't know why you would, unless you're just in the middle of nowhere and it's like, yeah, sure. Whoops. Yeah, so you get the McCagg Mastery Trust. That's what you want to be getting. And we got all the training in there, how to, start the trust and so on. It comes with how to do the credit profile and all that kind of stuff. All the basics, and so that's where you get it. If you have any further questions, contact us at that email, contact.liberty8academy.org. Really easy. And that's the Trust Crash Course. That's it. I thought I might get good questions this week. Hey, slaves, get in line, get your jab. I thought I might have good questions. I thought, all right, now everybody's going to march in, huh? Oh, yeah. Would it be great if I had a yellow star on here, like a 6-pointed star in here with a V? I mean, or should it have a circle around it with like no V? That's what I think I'm doing. Put a yellow star here with a crossed out V on it, right? I'm not V. I'm not. Right, what is a V? Second species, right? Second species. Peace, man. I cut my piece out, right? I don't have any way to reproduce. I'm the second type of human. The V is silent. See, that's why it's a joke, cover, right? V, it's them, haha. The V is silent, like Django. The D is silent. I know the D is silent. It's my name, dude. Right? V is silent. The silent majority. The We 33. Mr. Resource Hub still finding registered trust for Illinois. Cool. Yeah, they may not have it. Call them. Email them. The Secretary of State, like, just ring their phone. Hey. Right? What is this? Public what? Public. Forget the second word. Servants. They're supposed to be serving us, so get their service. Expect full service. You're not with their trust anymore. They begin to serve you, or they reap the repercussions, which they do not like to reap. They're our servants, and that's the way they need to be held in check. You see, we're playing the games. We're playing the game here. They're running it. They remember every lifetime. They can read your mind and your your emotions and everything. How else could they do their job? How else could our guardian angels do their job if they didn't look human, right, or look like an animal? You think, yeah, the world is nothing like you seem, but rest assured, you will come to know what I know before too long, because it's their job to make things unbearable. It's like, I'm not going to do as you say, right? Right? What is that? I can't remember the name of that band. What was their name? One with Bulls on Parade. Their song, "Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me," right? That's where I am. Hey, you're gonna say God made a mistake and we got to get a jab in our arm. You know what? Then just try and kill me, and if you can, that's what I did for years. I'm like, I'll tell you what, I agree with you. You're in charge. I'm with Christ. Why don't you try and kill me? And if you can, I'll be happy, because I don't want to live with you. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to live with number two. I don't want to be on the number 2 team. But they don't kill you. You see what I'm saying? They can't. They're not allowed to. That's why they're always like, fear us, fear us, fear us. We have guns. Listen, if you were in charge, you wouldn't need, we spent $69 trillion on weapons and weapons trade. For what reason? It's rage. Thank you. Rage. Thank you. Surge Bear. Thank you. Rage Against the Machine. Exactly. If you ain't got that drum beat, AU in the name of Christ, and you're just gonna get rolled over, baby. You ain't nobody. You're just nothing. You're like a tree. You're like backdrop. Just something to get caught in the tank. Treads. You're nothing. Why do you think that tank didn't run over that real, actual human in Tiananmen Square? They can't. He just tested it. Showed you. Why did you get out there? I go up to cops all the time. They don't come nowhere near me. They come near me everywhere I go. They are all over me. All the police cars and fire trucks and so on, but not too close to me. You know what I mean? They're super close, but not too close. You know what I mean? Flying away overhead, and a couple lanes back. Yeah, keep your distance. Oh, you're recording a lean release? That's kind of cool. Is it hard to move the D from one trust to another? Yeah, I mean, that's a complex question. You might want to get some of my time, Dee Dee, and talk about it. At times available on the website. But yeah, no, it's not hard. But I mean, let's say you have a deed, right? And you have like a warranty deed or something like that. Why use a quitclaim deed to, instead of a warranty deed? In other words, you paid a lawyer to get a high quality deed. Pay a lawyer to get a high quality deed and put it in a trust. You wanted it. If that's when, somebody did that the first time, do it the second time too. Whatever. Right? Whatever. So that's why the vaccine is not to be feared. And Jesus Christ, oh yeah, it's not to be feared. No, oh my God, no. Nothing with them is to be feared. That's the whole thing. That's how they control you. Listen. Do you think you can't create a thought? None of you. None of you can create a thought. You can't do it. I can't do it. Right? You can't do it. Thoughts come to us. We're the one witnessing the thoughts. This thought come in. This TV show thought come in. This, blah, 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 blah. We're getting them. Even if it's coming from in here, it's still, we're not creating it, right? It's coming in. The bicameral mind is called. It's a way to initiate consciousness. God sends a tape. Da 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 da. Those are my thoughts. Oh yeah? Make one. Make a thought. Make a new thought right now. Go! No, nobody can. So we're witnessing it, right? And so what is, if you look at the Quran, right, like Muhammad was like, whoever sent in those thoughts, right, he called them jinn, right? We're now with Allah, right? He called out the name of his God. And so they forced his jinn, everyone is possessed until they're not. I'm the only one who can prove I'm not by my actions, words, and deeds. Maybe some others can, but I know I have and can. So, but that's what we're doing, you see. And so, no, there's nothing to fear. That's actually what they're producing. They're here, the 330 million are here. The only reason that life exists, there is no other reason for existence than for Christ consciousness. This game is in a loop, right? The game starts in 1969, blah, blah. Just the basics, you know what I mean? Like, I got a book coming out. I've already written it. I'll put it out at some point. I know everything that's happening. But you don't need to fear it, right? I've had the experiences that let me know, I know everything that's happening by experience, not by intellectual information. And so I could say what's happening, and just like I did. I sat down with the devil when I did the first trust. He came in. I've told this story many times. Just broad daylight, and that's life. But you didn't have that experience. See, for me, I say, what's the biggest blessing that can happen? What is the biggest blessing, right? Second biggest blessing, really. Second biggest blessing. You talk to the devil, right? Then the whole game's real. Biggest blessing, getting Christ consciousness, right? I know I'm in the crystal sphere, blah, blah, blah. You know everything, right? What comes into your mind has no fear content. It's just you're hearing information under orders from Christ. So it's changing your tape loop. That's all. From the fear stuff. I already wrote a book. Yeah. I let a couple of people read it. This is like Meher Baba's secret book. And let me tell you, Christ said it. When I read it, when I write it, when I hand it to them, your disciples will all leave. And they did, of course. No one wants the information. No, that's what Meher Baba said. Christ comes again. Everything he says, you hate his guts and you kill him. I'm not saying I'm Christ, I work for the guy. I'm just saying, once you know the truth, it's like, nobody wants to hear it. It's too much. There's too much. You mean nothing you were told from birth is true? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's pretty true. But it's okay, because it turns out, this whole game is running because you're loved, and not because you're hated, so there's nothing to fear. So, but anyway, yeah, get the trust. If you have special questions or whatever, I'm available. You can get my time. Half hour works for everybody. You get it done quick, and you're on your way, and get your problems sorted out. Yeah, I mean, you get the information of truth, but it like starts to, it's like, wait a minute, what? And then you realize it's all true, but then these experiences start happening, and it start to overwhelm you, and you want to, get in your ostrich hole and be like, he told me too much. But everything's fine. That's why, why am I here talking to every Monday at noon? They know where I am. They know what I'm going to say. They know I know everything. Why don't they stop me? Why don't they put me in jail? Why don't they just make up some bullshit like they always do? And then, oh, your spiritual activism is over. We're putting you in a cage because we no shortage of cages. They can't do it. I'm here. So what are you worried about? Who are they going to get? Number one human they're going to get in Earth, right? Their number one problem that they have is talking to you right now. And yet they're powerless to do anything about me talking to you. So, okay? Don't worry. Oh, Dee Dee, cool, yeah. That's good you work amongst yourselves. And yes, there are certain people that don't think my time is valuable to speak to me. That is true. And so they go on year after year doing the thing they're doing and not having success. But yes, keep it up. Talk to Dee Dee. Truth is for the masses. The masses are not human. Most of the things out there are just backdrop, like trees. You know what I mean? They just have a programming loop that they think is, I think, therefore I am. No. You are because you're the witness to your thoughts and you realize you're not your thoughts. I think, therefore I am. It's just. Yeah, see, Dee Dee's experienced, some unusual events when I get asked questions, because questions get answered every time. Meditation is fine. Meditation is just concentration on the name of your God and the face of your God and the love for your God. That's what you should have inside of you, not concerns or worries. It's like, thank you. I'm playing this game, and somehow I wake up with these crazy, demonic, weird creatures around me, and I'm fine every day. So thank you. I'm fine every day. Yay. Keith Rainer's all right. All right, homie. Long time no see, man. Get the game, baby. Get the game. I've been here every Monday at noon, Keith. Keith and I have known each other a long time. Long time. I think he's West Coast still. Anyway, get the game, get the trust. Don't get the jab like that. If you got any questions, cool. We went through the whole thing. Mondays at noon. I think we're going to have a second live thing of, yes, Keith. Hope everything's good and happy with your family and everything, man. Great. So, we do Monday at noon, this crash course. Did you? Keith, I'm stoked, man. Really? Oh, I'm stoked, dude. Really? Keith is a smart dude I've known for a long time. I mean, he's a super interesting guy. So great. Now we're talking. And I'm happy for your family too, because this I know you got little ones and stuff like that. I know you care about your family, and this is a way to protect them properly. So, and for everyone too. So, and that's what we're here for, right? The ones with the knowledge have to be like, okay, my loved ones, let me help you. You see? Send me an email, all right, man. Right. I'm jealous that apparently broke. He's honest anyway, Alex. But he's thinking about it. Yeah. He's thinking about it. Okay, so people, a good week. Now, what was it saying? Okay. We're going to do the Trust Crash Course 2 times a week. Okay, we're going to still do Mondays at noon, but we're going to have another time per week. Still working on it, but I think it's because, not everybody's available Monday middle of the day. So we're thinking about doing an evening, okay? I think it might be Thursday at 7. So I'm not sure about if we're going to do it this week or next week. But we're going to, because let's just face it, at these times, if I'm not available to people, a couple days can mean a big difference in people's lives, if, taken or not taken soon is going to be. So anyway, so I think we're going to do it Thursday at 7. Don't look for an announcement, stuff like that. Get it on our email list. That's if you want to know what's up with us, get on our email list for sure, okay? Alex, man, I've known you for years. You made plenty of money during the years I known you, Alex. And this ain't your focus, man. Yeah, Dee Dee, throw in any question you got. Listen, Dee Dee has been doing this a long time, and she's a really intelligent lady, and she is there to help people and so on if she knows something, and I appreciate that. Because this situation is in Texas, so I'm not doing the Texas, registration there, but I still know the answers to your questions because I always do, because of my work, for who I work for. But, she's also trying to run a family and all that kind of stuff. She got her own life to live, right? Come on now. Well, Toto, cool. We do have an online forum with the website, so you can put it in there, and you and Dee Dee can talk in there, and it's private. You know what I mean? Like an online forum. And if you want to get an email and stuff, you could in there. But that's a way you could exchange your information in private if you wanted to get a more private way to talk, okay? You're both in the school, go in there in the forum, like that. That's one way to do it if you want. Anthony Perry, hey. London calling. Right. London calling, really? Huh. That's cool. London calling. I love it when London calls because Christ lives near London, this current ruler of the crystal sphere. Not many people know that. All right. So true, Jack. Yes. Marvin, it's great to have you here every time. Marvin's been doing this a little bit, and he always has solid, good feedback. Thanks for coming on. Right, Sarah. It's easy to get off the path or mislead. That's what I'm saying. So, I copyrighted this. I was given the information. I'm responsible to give it to everyone in an honest way that it works for them, okay? I have to have a team of people, not very big, but I need some help with that so we can always answer people's questions in a, professional manner, and you can get on with your busy day and so on, okay? I have a small team here. We help you. The course is very reasonably priced for getting out of taxes for the rest of your life. Get an EBT card for your person. All the benefits you get, Okay, so look for me on another time, maybe Thursday at 7, but it'll be soon, okay? Good questions. Thank you very much for showing up. If you really do love your loved ones and people and so on, you'd be posting this, like a link to this on your social media and stuff, or if you actually care about somebody out there, somebody's worth that, it's like, hey, with everything that's going on, you might want this trust, like, you might want to get it. You might want to fill them in, people, okay? It seems like a good time to do that, okay? I do what I can, but, just think if there are a few loved ones out there that, like, hey, now's the time. You might want to tell them. Okay. All right. Thank you for being here. Great questions. Monday at noon next week for sure. We'll have a second opportunity during the week, either this week or next week. All right. Thank you all. Thank you, Beth. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Hey, we'll see you.